Yo, what is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to another video. Now, guys. The biggest hater on YouTube when it comes to video games is actually going to say something positive. Wow, guys. Wow, you know, just because I say bad things about Battlefield 6, people seem to think that I'm just a hate channel. Clearly not, you know. Ultimately, the reason why I make the Battlefield videos is because I ultimately want to make the game a lot better. But guys, now we've actually got Arc Raiders, and this is kind of throwing a spanner in the works. If you actually have a look at Twitch TV now, like I said, guys, the shills play whatever popular. They don't care about the longevity of a game. I'm going to continue making videos on Black Ops 6 for a long time. Sorry, Black Ops 6, Battlefield 6, beg my pardon, for a long time, just because I want the game to be better. I was kind of actually excited for Battlefield 6. I was hoping that Battlefield was going to go and return to its greatness, you know, of the older titles. But yeah, we've kind of got, let's be real, guys, not a really great Battlefield game. It doesn't do anything great. Again, I've said on multiple videos, you know, my thoughts and feelings. This one's kind of more towards Arc Raiders. Look here, guys, look. You've got wind in this game, guys. You've got wind. You've got an atmosphere. You know, you've got dark. You've got light. It's not just the same old blue clear skies which we get on Battlefield. And Arc Raiders, guys, I think, and who knows, I'll be proven right or wrong one way. I think that Arc Raiders is going to be huge. I think the fact that they're confident enough in their video game that they're doing a server test right now, and they're not even like doing the whole, oh, pre-order now, guys, to get access to the beta or to the test. The guys are that confident, you know, with their product, and they're that open to actual feedback that they don't really care if you've pre-ordered the game or not. They're not using a beta test, or as they call it, the server slam test, because again, the game's coming out, you know, in a couple of weeks' time. So in reality, guys, it's not a beta. This is pretty much going to be the final game. They're just telling you, well, they're just basically doing a server slam, guys. They just want to make sure they've got everything in place for when the game does go live. So they're not kind of doing what, you know, EA and Activision do with their games, where they kind of, yeah, saying, yeah, guys, pre-order the beta now, and then they're saying the beta is to improve the game. Yeah, hold on a minute. Surely you want as many people as possible in the beta to improve the game. So that kind of shows that Embark, who, let's be real, guys, you know, did a great job with the older Battlefield games, you know, the old Destruction. That's what they're known for. Again, Embark is made up from quite a few people who was in the original DICE team, who made the older DICE games, the older Battlefield games, which had the level of destruction you'd expect in a Battlefield game, and obviously you saw that mirrored in the finals, which is a great game on its own merits. However, it's not really a game I'm going to play. You know, it's a lot too sweaty for me, but again, the people who like that kind of game absolutely fell in love with the finals. And to be fair, guys, I have been critical of the finals previously, but it's really just not a game for somebody as casual as me when it comes to gaming. But this game is, you know, Arc Raiders, guys. The great thing about this game is, don't get me wrong, you know, it's going to have its own issues when it comes to, you know, well, server wipes, all that kind of stuff, what you kind of get in these type of video games. But this game, guys, is, according to the developers and the in-game tutorial, which you're doing at the beginning, which you're seeing me doing here, it's kind of a cool way how to lead into the game. The game actually focuses more on PvE content than PvP. So, in essence, it is a PvE game, but it's also got player versus player combat. So, it's not PvP, it's PvEVP. So, there's more of an emphasis on the E content than the P content. So, it's going to be interesting to see, is this game going to be playable for somebody who's a casual like myself? I am absolutely blown away, honestly, though, by the environments, the feel, the vibe. And again, I can't really talk about the gameplay or anything else because, again, I've not really played the game. I've not been involved in any testing or anything. You know, this is the first time, guys, me playing this video game, because I'm not one of those people who will pre-order a video game just to get access, you know, to some of the beta testing, all that kind of stuff. That's not really me. I'd rather just wait until I can either play it for free or it's from release day and I can watch a couple of people, you know, on YouTube making videos. But yeah, guys, if you look at the player count right now for Battlefield 6 on Twitch, like I say, on the screen right now, yeah, they've kind of quickly moved on, the YouTubers, haven't they, who said, yeah, Battlefield 6, best game ever. yeah, as soon as something else comes out, what's more relevant, more current, going to get them more views, the straight, sucking off the latest video game. But to be fair, guys, I think this video game's going to do great. I think it's going to be around for a long time. Who knows what it's going to be like for a new player once the coming across, certain players in the game who are fully kitted out. That's always going to be a problem with an extraction-type shooter game. Hopefully they don't end up becoming like what DMZ did for Call of Duty towards the end, where it just became people just running around the map, trying to kill people, not really bothered about doing any of the contracts or content, other than just, running around and just trying to kill other, human players in the game. But no, I think this game is going to be a major problem for Battlefield. And to be fair, guys, Battlefield, and again, I give credit where credit's due, Battlefield saw a unique position to release their game while there was nothing new and fresh out, hence what led to, 750,000 people being online when the game was released on Steam, which is phenomenal. Like I've said in other videos, the marketing team at EA played a blinder. They released the game at the best possible time, but the thing is, you're never going to get anywhere near that number. They're struggling to get 300,000 players now a day during peak time, and that is before this game's launched. So it's going to be interesting. Obviously, not everybody who wants to play, a game like Battlefield 6 is going to be even interested in this game anyway, but there's going to be a lot of people like me who will play both. So, again, there's people saying that they might even struggle to get 200,000 players playing this weekend on Steam, just because, obviously, Arc Raiders is out, something new, something fresh. But it's going to be interesting to see moving forward, this game, is it the real deal, Arc Raiders? I think it is, but let me know, what you think in the comment section, as you always do. But, yeah, as for Battlefield 6, guys, I'm going nowhere. People say to me, Simon, why do you keep on making, similar videos hating on Battlefield 6? Number one, I'm not hating. It's constructive criticism, or it's criticism in some cases. I just want Battlefield 6 to be the game I was hoping it was going to be. And I think that, as we saw with Battlefield 2042, that game improved vastly while it was available. And I'm hoping Battlefield 6 is going to go and do the exact same. I'm hoping Battlefield, over a period of time, especially once Black Ops 7's come out and all the Call of Duty players have gone to play Black Ops 7, I'm hoping that, Battlefield 6 actually focuses more on being a Battlefield game and not a Call of Duty game, because that's it's clear in the direction of the maps and the feel of the game that they're trying to make Battlefield more casual than ever. Obviously, Battlefield's always been casual when you compare it to, Arma and, Hell Let Loose, more full-on video games. I just hope that we get the Battlefield game what I think we all deserve, guys. We've not had a good Battlefield game for years. Again, like I've said in other videos, Battlefield 6 is a 5 out of 10 video game. It's not a bad video game. Obviously, people see me titles and obviously the, as they call it, rage bait, because they don't watch a video. They just watch the title, and that's fair enough. I never delete comments neither, so, I'm one of those people. I don't mind. I'm a big boy. I know what I'm doing on the platform. I don't want to provoke a lot of people, and that's fair enough, You say what you want to say on my channel, that's fine, but obviously I'm trying to make Battlefield 6 into a game what it should be, and you've got a lot of people now, Call of Duty content creators like Blame Truth, Foley. There's a lot of these COD channels who have basically got a name in the community purely because they're a COD hate channel, right? Like people call me a Battlefield hate channel, right? And the only reason they're interested in Battlefield is because it fits their narrative that they don't care about Battlefield 6 at all in the slightest. The only thing they care about is pandering to their viewers, views. And obviously Blame Truth, the channel I know more about, I don't really know much about Foley, but Blame Truth obviously is going to go along with any narrative which shits on Black Ops 7 because, again, that's going to get him views, and it has been, same as Nero's Cinema. But ultimately, I'm going to be still, trying to improve Battlefield 6 moving forward. I want to make the game the best game they can. Obviously, those guys are just making content because it's the job. So they're going to do whatever makes them the most money. I want Battlefield 6 to be the best game possible, and the only way it's going to be the best game possible is with other video games out there. So, in other words, there's going to be more competition for them. So, again, I don't care what anybody says about Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 will do just fine. I know it's not going to have the player count it once had, but they're going to change things just because Battlefield's come out and took a lot of players away from COD. Same as Arc Raiders are going to come out, and then there's another game for everybody to play, so other games are going to have to, start listening to the fan base. So competition is great in gaming. I'm glad now that ultimately, people who are interested in FPS games, extraction games as well, we've got choice now. And what comes with choice is competition. And ultimately, all of us, regardless if you hate my content, if you like my content, ultimately, guys, we're going to get better video games at the end of the day. So, yeah, thank you for watching, guys. We're so close to 40,000 subscribers. If you can do me a favor, guys, hit that subscribe button, get to 40,000 subscribers, and I'll do something nice for you all. Well, like a kind of giveaway. All right, take it easy, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.